And welcome to 2016! We have kicked 2015's ass out the door, and we are back with another SGR coffee break. Yes, the first one in like 2 weeks. And I hope everybody made the resolution to not be dicks on the internet. But I see people are already failing at that, so much for that.
Oh, that was because the VR price for Oculus Rift was announced today, and people can't handle stuff, man.
Oh, man. It didn't even take, 5 minutes on January 1st when I crawled out of bed and jumped on the internet, and there was already political stuff going back and forth. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw VR. I loved how they, at the beginning of the week, they're like, okay, we're gonna allow pre-orders, and but we're not telling you the price. And then today the price comes out, and then they give you their recommended specs, and I was just like, oh, well, I'm not getting that. I was like, $600 is nice, but or VR may be nice, but it's not $600 nice at this current point. So
well, but that's only $600 if you happen to already have the high-end PC, which I don't. And basically, the PC Master Race most likely does already have this really nice setup. But for everybody else, you're asking about, $1,200, $1,500 investment just to do VR. So I'm not into VR, but I am curious what the PlayStation VR is going to be now.
Yeah. But let's face it, it's new technology, so it's
always going to be more expensive at the early outset. That's just...
Yeah.
That's the way things are. I mean, another valid point someone brought up, which then was immediately counteracted by another valid point. So the first valid point was, yeah, I remember when the PlayStation 3 cost $700? And it's like, okay, that's valid. And someone's like, yeah, but that was all you needed. You didn't have to have this other machine to run it. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, or I think Ross had a really good tweet about it. He said, it's like $600 is way too expensive. He tweets from his iPad.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, that's funny, but again, that is an all-in-one device.
Yeah.
You don't need something else to run it.
Yeah. And we still have to see what HoloLens is going to cost. We don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah, but that's more of that's an augmented reality.
Yeah, but at least don't look like a douche nozzle with fucking thing all over your face going, oh, this is so great, I love playing games.
I have to admit, that's probably one of my big hang-ups about VR. And everyone's like, well, if you're having fun, who cares what you look like? I'm like, okay, I guess that's true. But so how many videos do you think are going to hit YouTube of people, spy videoing their friends?
Well,
doing
the other
VR?
thing is, let's face it, when you go on a gaming binge, how heavy is that, and it's going to be on your face, and how sore is your neck going to get from doing this number all the time? And I don't know. I'm curious on it. I want to wait and see how it plays out. They do have me at the Eve Valkyrie. That, from what I've seen of that game looks like it's going to be a ball, and I think it would be cool in VR. But also,
that's a MMO space shooter, right?
Yeah.
Space sim.
Yeah, but they're taking it to like a first-person view. So Eve is all, it's outside your ship. This is actually, they put you in the cockpit and you're doing the dogfighting, and like Eve has all these massive wars, so you get to fight in those.
Okay.
Now, so
let me ask you something. What about Elite Dangerous with VR?
It's pretty, but it doesn't, like, Eve Valkyrie looks really, really nice, and I think.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to with Elite Dangerous be like do this to look around to see what's around you? Someone's shooting at you. Whoop.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun, but at the same point, doing this takes longer than using a joystick. So, and if I'm drunk, and I pass out at my desk, there's that. I don't know.
You probably should not do VR while drunk. I bet that's like a guaranteed way to make somebody throw up.
Probably. But yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting to see how it plays out. I also I'm curious as to the long-term effects of having, shit right here.
That is one thing that's always kind of bothered me too, because 3D bothers me so much. Like and they always say, as a kid, don't sit too close to the screen, and that was mainly because of the CRT TVs. They were causing epileptic seizures and all that, and some kids. But still, you got to think about something being right there, right in front of your eyes like that, how that is going to burn your eyes. Just because I know when I'm in front of my computer for a long time, I'm reaching for my gunners.
Yeah. That's why mine sit right here. After, when I'm not editing photos, I usually put those on, and I don't know. But this isn't a VR chat. We could talk about this next week, actually, after we watch the shitstorm go on over Twitter.
Actually, I think a VR chat would be much better when two things get announced. When the Vive gets announced, because right now people are already predicting that's going to be more expensive at $900 instead of $600. And the PlayStation VR, which I have a feeling will not get announced until E3.
Yeah, probably not. But hey, you never know. Who knows?
Although whatever it is, if they were already going to be just $500 and they were sweating that, they're probably going, yes, we did it again.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's got to come with those little anyway. Anyway, we are actually, because like I had mentioned at the very beginning, we are back from a 2-week kind of vacation. We handled Christmas and then we handled New Year's, and we both just kind of relaxed and did whatever it is that we were doing. I pretty much
oh my god,
drank myself into a coma.
Do you know how nice it was? Like, because the Action Trip office was closed. So, yes, I work from home, so I'm always at home. But for 2 weeks, I was at home and had no articles to think about, no news to look for, no, okay, what's my next feature gonna be? And I didn't even work on any reviews, and well, except for reviews for Strategy Guide, because I played a shit ton of Just Cause 3, but but there was none of that. So I stayed off social media. I stayed off social media mainly for Star Wars reasons, but I didn't miss it, like, at all.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't really check my emails. Like, I look at the subject, and if it was an emergency, I might look at it. But everything else, like, nope, that can wait. That can wait. That can wait. That can wait. It was so nice, and Monday morning was so hard.
I can tell you this: after rebuilding my machine, I went looking for TweetDeck, and I couldn't really find a good download for TweetDeck. So I was just like, I'm not going to put Twitter on. So now I have to actually use TweetDeck in Chrome. So, like, having to do that part and then log into it. So it's like, I'll log in, look real quick, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Peace. It's actually, it's kind of nice not being on social media and seeing all the hate and vile and anger.
Yeah, because for work, I'm actually using a lot more feed burners. So I'm looking at feeds more than I'm looking at tweets, which is what I used to do all the time. Yeah, because, I mean, Twitter is just no fun. And it sucks, because I've been with Twitter since it first started. And
yeah, now it's just turned into anger. Anyway.
So is Facebook, but,
well, Facebook will never get rid of that. But anyway. So, I mean, we all did our thing for New Year's. But as you can tell, by Carrie's giant silvery thingamajobber, and then the spit guard, which you'll notice.
Spit guard.
Spit guard. We got some new toys for Christmas.
Actually, I think this was called a pop filter.
It is a pop filter. It stops because the mic, when you do like peas, it'll. Yeah. Anyway, I call it a spit guard or a sneeze guard because that's what it is at the salad bar.
That's true. And if I actually do a spit take, it won't ruin my nice new shiny mic.
So, we got some new toys for Christmas.
Yes, I got an Amazon gift card, so this is what I spent.
So you got a new microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Which it came with a new headset as well.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping it up. What else did you get for Christmas, Carrie? Did you get anything fun?
Well, Ross gave me a Star Wars yoga mat, which I actually took with me to core today. It has Darth Vader on it and says, "The Force is strong with this one." Which was funny because in the middle of class, my teacher burst out laughing and she said, "Carrie, you can't bring that to class anymore."
Oh, denied.
Just because it made her laugh,
Oh.
just which kind of broke, the whole, supposed to be concentrating and working, focusing on breathing, and then she just burst out laughing. Everyone's like, "What is wrong with you?" But let's see what else. You got me two art books, two awesome art books. The Dunwall Archives, which is from Dishonored. Which, even though I wasn't a fan of Dishonored, the art, I can't argue with that. The art was not just amazing. And what was the other art book? Oh, the Uncharted trilogy. Because I've been eyeing that forever. Because the Uncharted games have always been known for how just ridiculously beautiful they are in terms of photorealism.
Yeah.
So, see, I got those. And then, my sister got me a necklace. I'm trying to think of like gaming stuff that I got. My son got more gaming stuff than I did. He got the Zoo Builder game. I think it's Zoo Tycoon for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So he's just gone crazy over that. And he got the Skylanders Superchargers. So I'm like, oh yeah, now we got to go to Toys R Us every week looking for new Skylanders, which then we have to get to the argument over whether he saved enough money or not. And yeah. Let's see. And then he also got Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
Yay, Super Smash Bros.
So now he wants amiibos.
Oh, you're never going to get away from him. Never.
No, he got his first one. He got a Mewtwo amiibo, and he used some of his Christmas money to get Charizard and Pokemon.
Pikachu.
He got the Pokemon. He got Pikachu.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Oh, I also used a gift card to get a couple of other games I've been wanting. I got Freedom Wars for the PS Vita. And of course, right after I got it, it was announced that it's a PS Plus game. And I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm not taking it back because I actually like having the little disc or the little
cartridge
thing. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
Ooh.
See if that's as huge as Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh, it's much smaller than Chronicles X.
Okay, so maybe I'll actually finish that one because like the more I play Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm like I am never gonna finish this thing. Like
I've seen a lot of people say that they've beaten the main storyline, but they're far from even being close to being done with the game. I'm just like, yeah, it's a pretty sizable game.
I can understand that, especially with other things that kind of opened up because like my internet has been really, really weird here lately. And so I'm having trouble, especially downstairs, getting online and all. And so one day, like the online features kicked on the Wii U, and all this other stuff popped up. I'm like, oh no, I can't handle all this, and I had to turn it off. Which I'll get into that when we get to what you've been playing. But and this is one of those where I could see, just doing the main story and then coming back and trying to find stuff later. Although the main story, some of it gets locked unless you've done so much exploration, which is what Just Cause 3 does to you as well. It forces you to do some exploration, but every time I think about that game, like I kind of go catatonic because it's so overwhelming.
Yep.
It's man, yeah. And I'm trying to think. I know. Oh, and my aunt actually imported this for me. It's the Final Fantasy Type 0 soundtrack.
Ooh.
I know.
Wow,
So nice of her.
that's a lot of disc right there.
Oh, it's 3 discs, yeah. Yeah, because when I opened it, I was like, you had to import this. And she goes, yeah, I did. I'm like, oh my God, that's not cheap. Thank you so much.
Oh.
So, and my December Nerd Block just shipped yesterday.
Let me just...
Yeah, figures. It does.
Yeah. I finally realized that Nerd Block, when they say that your thing is going to arrive, that's actually when it's shipping.
Yeah.
It's just
So,
anyway.
My brother-in-law gave me a 2 terabyte external hard drive
Yeah.
for the Xbox One, which was
Yay.
all the space.
But you also did something on your PS4, didn't you?
Yeah, I got for myself a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I thought about calling some friends over to do it for me because my brother-in-law said he would do it, but he lives far away and he's not the most reliable person. So I was like, surely I can do this myself. And I looked at the instructions and was like, I think I can do this myself. I was hard with the two kids around, which I had to tell them, I'm like, you see this part, you don't touch it. Which of course Gabe was like, but I have to touch, I have to touch it now. And so it's like, you touch this part, you touch this, okay, touch that the label side, not this side. So I was going to back up the entire thing to my external hard drive. And then I saw that was going to take like 8 hours. I'm like, oh no, fuck this shit. So I did a backup, but without the application data. So it was like, all my saves, not the trophies, but all my saves, my user information, all that stuff. And then, yeah, it was actually really amazing how easy it was to snap off the cover, unscrew the hard drive, put the new one in, snap it back on. Then you have to do you think I also had to download, I think
The firmware.
the firmware, install that, and then I did it. Then I performed a restore of the backup, and I was just like, okay, now I have to download all the things. Immediately went on my PC, like click, 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 like all the way down.
Yeah, when I did mine, I did the backup. I backed everything up because data caps suck, so screw you,
Yeah.
Mediacom. But yeah, I think the hardest part of the whole process is either A, finding the firmware, or B, getting that fucking cover back. Like, getting the cover off was easy. Getting that bastard back on to click into place.
See, I had the opposite problem.
Oh. Yeah, no, mine came right
Yeah,
off, and then I was like,
yeah, it snapped right back on, coming off. I was like, I'm gonna break this thing. Why is it not coming off?
yeah. Oh, bless you. Bless you, son.
Well, I actually had an easy time finding the firmware because the set that I bought actually had like instructions for doing the PS4. So it said, this is where you go to get the firmware. I'm like, oh.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it came with a little external case, so I was able to turn the PS4 original hard drive into it's now an external
Nice.
drive.
My old PS4 hard drive is in my computer. I know, because yesterday when I plugged it in, it said PS4, and I was like, well, delete.
Yeah, I figure I'm holding on to it until I make sure everything is over and everything's working properly, and then I'll format it and I'll use it as a backup.
Yeah. Wow. So, anything else?
I felt like all technical, and I was like so proud of myself that I didn't have to ask for help. And then of course, like Cameron from PlayStation Lifestyle, he goes, "Yeah, isn't it so easy? Isn't it so easy a baby can do it?" I'm like, man, you just took the wind right out of my sails. I'm like so proud of myself. I've never done anything like technical like that.
Oh. But hey, it's done now. All good.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's great. And then after I downloaded everything, of course I haven't installed everything because I have a lot of disks. But after downloading everything, only 10% is used.
Aww.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. Now you have to do the. You can. I don't know if you got yours set up that way, but you can turn it so that way your media bar only shows like 10 items, and the rest of it all goes into the library.
I think mine was set up that way.
Yeah, mine didn't. I was like, okay, this is getting old. I just want.
I didn't know there was a way to turn that off. So no, I think it always shows like my last 10 recently used
it
or something.
shows the last like 10 things. Yeah. Before I turned that off, it was. I mean, it took an hour to get across the cross media bar because it had all the things. It's like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, anything else fun?
I can't remember. I'm sure I did. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. What about you?
Let's see. Chris Knit's Photography and Knit Strap bought me a new iPad Mini 4. So I'm reading.
Awesome.
I'm getting all the new comics again because I tried reading comics on my phone, and that wasn't really working out. And I tried to get I tried doing it on PC, and it just isn't. It sucks.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, even on the surface, it's just like it's not there. So it's like all the comics and all the books again, yay! And now we're doing magazine subscriptions through Amazon. So
The Comixology app on Surface is broken. I mean, I can download everything, but then if I want to download new stuff, I have to uninstall the app and reinstall it and then download everything all over again. I'm like, nope, fuck it.
yeah, and like I do the Marvel Unlimited thing too. So like I was just like I'm sick and tired of dealing with this crap on the PC. So it was just like, so and then obviously I bought all the photography editing stuff too. So I was just like, we're good, fine, whatever. I didn't really want. I was like, I was on the fence for it for about 2 weeks, going back and forth if I really wanted to go back to an iPad. But my my Nexus 7 at some point got patched and it like randomly turns itself off now, and
Oh,
it's like,
that's nice.
well, I'm not doing that. And then we still have an iPad 1 that's still going strong. My wife uses it for reading, so yeah,
Wow.
it hasn't been patched. I mean, it's still on
Oh,
like
that's why.
iOS
That's
like
why.
4 or 5 or something like that. And
Yeah,
there are certain
yeah.
apps that won't even. She can't. We have the BattleNet authenticators on our BattleNet accounts, and she can't even update to the newest one. So
Right, right. Well, so the problem is like we kept, updating to the point it just ended up killing the iPad. And I think I let the kids play with it, like that was their iPad, and well, it got thrown one too many times. And yeah, I think we still have Sean's first generation iPad, and it's still working, I think. So we might give that to Zach to throw
yeah,
because he
it's.
didn't used to leave his brothers alone. But
I was just like, seeing that as like, yeah, my Nexus 7 made it about a year and a half, and then and then their update totally broke that, and
oh,
you
that
know,
sucks.
my wife is still kicking that fucking $600 for that original iPad. It's still just keeps
You
on
know
ticking.
why? You know why? Because that was the iPad when Steve Jobs was still alive.
Yep. Yeah.
Like Gabe's iPad, he got a iPad Mini last year. We're already having problems with it. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm hoping this one lasts, but we'll see.
right. But are you gonna get rid of your Surface or?
Oh no. Oh
I don't
heck
think
no.
so. Yeah,
No.
I love my Surface. That was probably one of the best gadgets, aside from the 2 terabyte hard drive upgrades. That was probably one of the best gadgets I've ever bought for myself. Was
Yeah.
a
I
Surface.
mean, and mine is small enough now. Mine is still my Surface is still the Surface Pro 1, so it's still really small. So I just don't even have to take
Mm.
it out when I go flying. So I just leave it in my backpack, and every once in a while they'll be like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's a Surface. It's a tablet." Oh, okay. It's like whatever. So
Oh, poor TSA gets confused.
yeah. So I bought that for myself. What else did I get? SGR got me NHL and Adventures of Pip. So I started
The,
playing
the
NHL.
the NHL thing confused me. I didn't think you liked sports games and much less hockey.
Oh yeah. I'm not a diehard like Ross is, but I like
Well,
hockey games.
nobody's like Ross.
I usually go a couple years and then I'll buy a hockey game and then I'll keep it for a couple years. Like I like hockey, I like golf games, and every once in a while I'll
Hmm.
pick up a FIFA. Uh, so I asked Ross how NHL was, and he's like, "Yeah, it's good." And so I picked it up, and then I quickly put everything to like they have a NHL '94 setting, so so you get rid of all the technicality crap that they put in now with all the controls. So it's just like, here's how you start a fight, here's how you shoot, here's how you pass, and here's how you make your guy go fast. And it's like, awesome, arcade style. So I played that for a while. I actually had a lot of fun with that one. Um, and then Adventures of Pip, man, that game is awesome. It is so much
It's
fun.
it's got a really unique gimmick to it,
Yeah, it does.
and but I mean, it gets hard. Like it got to the point like I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do
But
this
my
platforming.
OCD, like, I keep getting to a spot and like I'll save 2 out of the 3 people. And I'm like, I can't go any further. I have to go back and get that last person. I got to find that one last damn person. So, but that was a good time. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, my wife was like, I don't know what to get you. And I was like, well, here's the list. And she's like, well, let's just get you a PC. You've been complaining about your
Here's a
laptop's been dying.
list.
She's like, well, yeah, you're right. Your laptop has been dying ever since Extra Life. When I was at Blake's house and melted his card table, which his wife apparently didn't know about until I brought that up. And then she's like, yeah, we don't care. So, built myself a brand new computer. It's a small mini ITX. It's on top of my desk. Scorpion's sitting on top of it right now. Just finished it all off last night. Got the last exhaust fan, all my SATA cables, and there was something else that I had. Power thing. So that's why my fans are just like full bore now, constantly running. So it's loud, but man, it's nice. It's nice. 32 gigs of RAM. I can basically run my OS in the RAM itself.
Oh my gosh, yes. How
So,
nice.
so 32. I Megan was like, if you're going to do this, make sure that it can last a while. And it's like, well, the only thing we'll have to replace on this now is the video card every so often. So,
Which I think is normal
yeah,
for that. You might have to replace the RAM, get more RAM.
I can't. I topped it out.
You topped it out. Okay.
My motherboard won't go past 32. So, uh, yeah. And then I got
That
like,
should last you, I would think.
oh yeah, I'm hoping so. So I took the two SSDs out of like I had an old SSD that was in my laptop. Then I recently upgraded it because during Black Friday, Amazon had a 500 gig SSD for like $110. So I was like, step that up. So I got those two. So my OS runs on one, and then most of the games are running on the 500 gig. And then last night I just plugged in the other two 500 gigs, which one of them was the PS4, like I said. So all the
Yeah.
space.
I think that's how my PC runs as well. I have one smaller hard drive that's got all the Windows stuff, and then everything else is on the secondary hard drive.
Yeah. So I got 4 hard drives in it, and then I got four external hard drives. So I've got a 4 terabyte, and then two 2 terabytes, three 2 terabyte drive. Anyway, all the space.
Well, I guess photos could take up a lot of that space, though.
Yeah, it's well. Then there's also hard drives fail. So I think it's every 3 years, I just replace my hard drives, regardless if they're working or not.
Mm.
So that way, I don't have to worry about it reduces the chance that a hard drive is going to fail. But
That's actually a really good plan.
yeah,
I've never thought about that, but yeah.
every 3 years or so. And I have one hard drive that sits in a safety deposit box that I use as an offsite storage. So every month I go
Dang.
pick that up, make a copy, take another hard drive out, take a hard
You're,
drive, put it back there.
you're hardcore, man.
Oh,
You're serious about your data.
I used to be an IT person, and
So
so
you understand all that.
so I was just like, I've seen hard drives go, and I've been at a company where we spent like $5,000 to try to recover as much data off of a hard drive from somebody that we could, because he wasn't saving anything to the server like he was supposed to be doing. So anyway,
Yeah.
IT problems. So I mean, the iPad was a big thing. A bunch of games that I bought because they were on sale, and a new computer. So I've been playing all the computer games now.
Yeah, I forgot. SGR also got me a gift.
Oh yeah, what SGR get you?
Um, the same thing. SGR got you a nice PlayStation gift card, which I used it to get Final Fantasy VII because I have a problem. It's actually mainly because you talked about that background. I was like, oh, I kind of want that.
Oh, you know what? Blake yesterday sent me a tweet. Was it yesterday? It has to be yesterday or Monday. GameStop has the 360 version of Dark Souls 2, the collector's one that I didn't get,
Yeah, yeah.
and it has the statue. I was like, $20 for an art book and a statue because I already own this game like 3 ways from Sunday. Do I Oh, but that statue though. But I held out. I resisted. And then yesterday I showed him. There's a company called Rose Colored Gaming, and they're making like a small, almost Game Boy Advance-ish, but it accepts Game Boy Advance cartridges and then does a bunch of emulation. So it does
Huh.
Sega Genesis, the Game Gear, NES, has an LCD. It's $250 for a little emulator.
That's not bad.
I was like, I am so close to pulling the trigger on this, and I shared it to Blake, and he was like, I really want that, but that's more expensive than my Retron 5 was. And I was like, ooh, yeah, and his does a lot more. So, but it has to be on
I
a
don't know,
TV.
but his doesn't play Game Gear games.
Doesn't it? I thought it did do game.
Uh-uh. I'll have to ask him because maybe for next extra life, if I end up going to Iowa, I'll bring all my Game Gear games.
So
I still have all those. But I was also thinking that maybe I'll give Let's see like how far in Final Fantasy VII I'll give it a chance this time before I quit. Even though I'm just curious if they fixed anything in the HD department so that you don't catch your you still catch your toe on shit.
I'm
Shit.
sure you will. I don't know. I haven't
well,
played.
also
I
look.
bought.
I thought you played it.
No,
You haven't played it. You
I
just got
bought.
the wallpaper.
I bought it. I was just like, I own it on like like
I think I own it everywhere.
like Dark Souls. I was like, I own this 6 Ways from Sunday. Why would I stop now?
Yeah, because I have the PS1 copy.
Yep.
I got it on my Vita because it was a PSP game.
Yep.
So I got it on the Vita. So I think it was a cross buy onto the PS3. Maybe. I don't remember. And now I have it on PS4. So, yeah, okay. Yes, I have issues.
Yeah.
For a game I've never finished.
I have it on. I have the original PS1, even including the box. It's the only box of the PS1 that I have still managed to keep, and I don't know why.
Trying to think if I've gotten the iOS version that has like the easy mode.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't remember if I do or not.
I do.
I've been thinking about it because of the easy mode on it.
Uh,
Just to, like, fuck grinding, just go through it.
No, I bought it, and I've never played it because I hate playing fucking shit with joysticks on that. I'm just like, oh no. So I've never
Yeah.
played, but I own it. Yeah. Just talk about having problems.
No, Final Fantasy VII. That's a game that everyone wants to like, but they secretly don't.
Yeah. You start playing it, and you realize just how bad. It's a good game, but you realize
It's
just how well
outdated.
it doesn't hold up. It just never.
It's outdated, and I wrote a whole article about it, about the whole thing with the remake. I'm like, because there's stuff that's not fun. Is grinding fun? No, grinding is not, especially not the way they do it. The random encounters. No.
No.
Yeah.
So.
So anyway,
I think
so
that's-
I got that, and so on the way down to Houston, I had to listen to podcasts because otherwise I get sleepy. So I put on the Kind of Funny, their PlayStation podcast. And one of the things that Greg and Colin were talking about was that they would find it really interesting for someone to go back now, having never played Grand Theft Auto game, and start with 3 and go through 3 through, I think it's San Andreas and Vice City, then 4 and then 5. I'm like, challenge accepted. So I got Grand Theft Auto 3 because I'd never played a Grand Theft Auto game.
Oh. Yeah. I hear the stories are really good. I wouldn't know. I always only play about 2 hours of the story, and then it just turns into let's drop tanks with cheat codes and just run around and see if we can get 5 stars. Oh, look, I got 5 stars. Now how long can I survive? Can I outrun it? Can I drop the 5 stars? That's the other one. It just, yeah, I'd never.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm kind of curious. I don't know. So it was like I didn't realize it was available on PS4. So got it. So I remember when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, I was in grad school, and I remember a bunch of the people talking about how they were staying up till 3 a.m. trying to see how many hookers they could run over. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
What makes you happy? That was a PS2 game, right? Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It would have had to been in grad school, yes. Because that's when the PS2 came out, was when I was in grad school.
It was also the first time that they went 3D. The Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 were all top-down.
Which I could see that working
was
for that.
PS1 era
Yeah.
back in the day. So, anyway. Well then, let's move on to what we've been playing.
Well, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto. I haven't gotten to that yet. Instead, I have been playing a crap ton of Just Cause 3. And then I got to a part in the story where it's just, I think it's too twitchy for me. I just can't do things fast enough that I need to. It's not that I die, it's that you have 2 things of cargo you're trying to protect. My favorite style of mission. Which, and you have people who are supposed to be shooting, but they suck at it. I don't understand. So, anyways, it's got waves and waves and waves and waves of enemies. And I get to the very last wave, and just as I defeat, the last, jet coming through, I have to get off my, I think it was the AA gun, and get down to save the cargo, and I never can get down there fast enough. They always blow it up. And so I told Sean, I was like, I may need your help with this, because he's a twitchy player. I definitely am not, but I still have plenty of provinces to go wreak havoc with. So I'm gonna hopefully finish up with that. But then I remembered, oh hey, wait, there's a game I meant to platinum last year and never did because I just got so tired of playing Diablo 3 over and over and over again. Even though I found a a really good tip for how to farm the gold quickly, and that's to play on Hell mode at Master 2. I will say that that's great until you get to Act 4, and then you either lower the difficulty or you just bail out Act 4 altogether, because Act 4 doesn't really give you that much gold to begin with, because oh my god, it's like take 2 steps, die. Take 2 steps, die. So I played a lot of Act 2 and 3. It's like to the point, I almost think I could do it blindfolded.
Oh,
I almost probably could do that Awesome Games Done Quick blindfolded, just going through. So last night, probably can't see it, but there's my platinum trophy. I hit that. The last trophy I needed was all that glitters, which is getting 5 million gold. And the funny thing is that I was really trying to farm for that Marquise Emerald, because that will give you, more gold. I never was able to get that. I just could not get enough emeralds, because you have to get so many to farm that, because I need so many to make this one, but then you need so many to make the other one of those, and So now that I've got the PS3 back up here and hooked up to the internet that I can actually see, because I couldn't see it downstairs, I'm going to export my save. It is done. No more. No more of that one anyway. Yes. There's plenty of Reaper Souls to do.
Time for Reaper Souls, man.
Yeah, which my son this morning, he was like, we're not going to play it anymore. I said, I got the PS4 version. He goes, oh, well, that's better anyway.
Oh, Junior.
Yeah, because I really am curious, because I always play with him on normal mode and easy. And, okay, to tell a story about playing with him this weekend, when we got to Belial, because he'd never done Belial before. He said that he wanted to get a hit in before I got in there, because he knew I would kill him with one hit, because I'm a Paragon 9 at this point. So I put the controller down so I wouldn't accidentally touch something. Belial appears that first time, just as he appears right in front of you, he touches me and immediately goes into phase 2. He puts his arms down and it hits me and he dies instantly. And Gable's like, that's not fair. I was like, wow, that's quick.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So now I really am curious, because now that I'm Paragon 10, if I could get the Diablo one hit every phase. Because then I realized that I don't even need to shoot my bow anymore. I just walk through enemies and they all die because I'm so strong.
Oh, brother.
They can't handle the aura.
Oh, Gary.
I know, it's funny. And like I said earlier, my son got Smash Brothers Wii U, so I played with him a little bit, and of course it's so different from most other Smash Brothers games that I've played. I mean, the general thing is there, but learning the combos and everything. So I learned a couple of combos, and now he doesn't want me to play with him anymore.
Well, get better or go home.
Yeah, so I'll have to play that one on my own, I guess.
Guess so. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good times. Let's see. What did I do? Let's see. I played some Star Wars Battlefront with my brothers, because my one brother finally got his PS4. He already knew about it. So we played that together. We played some GTA 5. Again, me and one other brother just kind of screwed up what my brother's playing. NHL 16, Adventures of Pip. And then, because we had the new PC, I was like, I had to test it out, because I had to see, because when I first got it built, I forgot, like a noob, forgot to order a second exhaust fan, because for some reason I thought I had 2 of them, but I only ordered 1, so I had to order the second one. So I was like, I wonder how hot this is going to get. So it's like, let's go with something not really resource intensive. So of course I went with StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void.
Okay.
So, started playing that. Really, I'm digging that. I am digging that. It's really nice because there's co-op missions. So my wife and I were playing some co-op missions together, which is really interesting because you got the Terran and the Zerg trying to take care of this mission, and she's been practicing up hardcore again. So her StarCraft addiction is kicked in. So she was like just destroying stuff, and I was like, I haven't played the Zerg in a while. I forget all the upgrade paths, and they changed stuff. So anyway, that was pretty fun. It's a good time. The story. She walked in as like a major character dies, and she's like, I hated that part. And I was like, why did you just turn around and walk back out? Just leave. So I've been enjoying that. And then after I was like, okay, so my CPU and the case they're staying within operating temperature ranges. Let's load up Skyrim and see how well that looks. So fired up Skyrim, was like, oh, the pretties. Oh, it's so pretties. Because I did when I downloaded it, it also brought in all my mods again. So it brought in the graphics mod, and I was like, oh, it's so nice. I haven't seen anything like this. It's so pretty. So then, of course, that solved the question of which platform am I going to get Fallout 4 on, because I'm now starting on the guide. So I bought it on PC and loaded that up. I was like, it's so pretty. It's so brown. It's so brown. But that brown looks so nice, and the blood just goes everywhere. It's so nice.
It's a nice brown.
Well, it starts out really nice. Actually, it's very colorful until the bomb drops, and
Well, yeah, it's usually what happens.
so
Yeah, but even Skyrim was brown.
it's where I'm at. Apparently I've never finished off the vampire set of storylines, so
Yeah.
I'm in some cold, dank, gray blue area with all the vampires, and I just got my vampiric power. So as I started playing, I was like, you gotta stop, you must stop, you gotta stop playing this, or you're gonna lose an entire day. So I forced myself back off of that. And then the last one I picked up, which was just a crapshoot. PC Gamer released like a list of here is some of the underrated, first-person shooters. And I saw Call of Juarez, and it's always been a game that I've seen, but I've never actually played. So I picked up Call of Juarez Gunslinger, and yeah, this game is a ton of fun. Actually, it's a western, and this guy is like he's talking about all his adventures that he's had. So you start off like helping Billy the Kid. And you're doing a shootout with Billy the Kid, and it's interesting because he's like, I did this, and if you know anything about the history of Billy the Kid, there's certain people, and so like, or even just watch Young Guns, that's not the best way to learn about Billy the Kid, but it kind of gives you the point. But so it's funny because like he's like, you fight a major character, and he's like, but that's not really what happened. So he rewinds time, and then there's like, you see that he actually got shot, or he got knocked out, or he failed. It's hilarious, and it's a really entertaining game. So I'm really glad that I took that on. As far as like the PC game, the rest of them I was just like, eh. Prey was on there too, and Prey was a really good game. I already own that though, so if you haven't played Prey, it's a good game.
Tales from Borderlands kind of does that too. Like, there's this one, like, it was the first episode, and I didn't do it, but Jen did. I was like, I wish I'd done that. It's basically when these two characters are coming together, and they're trying to tell a story to someone who's kidnapped them, and and you get to this point, and it said like you've made an arrangement, and it goes to they're sitting because they're fighting, and it goes to they're sitting and drinking tea, like, oh, we're gonna do this. I agree. Capital, darling. And then you hear their captor going, "Really? Okay, no, that's not how it went down."
So, yeah, did that, and then I found out that I don't know where my Dragon Age Origins backup went. So
oh, no!
I have no idea where that's at. I'm hoping that if I download it, I'm hoping it will pull a save from some mysterious place, but I don't think that it does. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe I can get the cloud save, but
I don't know.
But by the way, side note with Dragon Age Origins, I do believe they are speedrunning that in the next couple days, and the estimated time to completion for that is like 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I guess if you play on casual,
you're gonna have to just tune in and watch it and see how it goes. Because there are games.
I don't know how.
Hey, they got Final Fantasy IV speedruns in there too, so just letting you know. Awesome games done quick. It's on Twitch. And with that,
Yeah, I watched somebody beat was it Transformers Devastation on Prime difficulty in less than an hour.
yep, with one hand. He was holding Optimus Prime
Oh, that's right. It
in
was
his right hand, and he was
one-handed.
playing it left-handed.
Oh my god. And that thing is like this one boss fight. I was like, oh, this one was so hard. Oh no, he did it in like 3 seconds. Like,
Yep.
fine. I suck at gaming. All right.
Yep. So, and they always do the for anybody that has never watched either AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quick, or Summer Games Done Quick. It's a marathon. It's a week long. It's all speedrunners, and they're raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And any of your childhood games that you were always like, fuck this game, you can watch people speedrun it and then destroy it, and you're just like, yeah, I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that a lot. And anyway, if you tune into that and you're new to it, and you keep hearing this goes towards killing the animals or saving the animals, because this is the one thing that always got me, is what people are donating to is they always end with a run of Super Metroid, and when you get to the very end of the game, you can either save animals, or you can save. They call it saving the frames. So you don't go and save the animals. You just get off the planet and let the planet explode. So people are donating towards that. So if you're saving the animals, it costs you a couple extra seconds to go save some animals, or you can kill them and just get off and save those extra couple seconds. So that's what's going on if you're ever tuning in and hear that. Plus, they have all kinds of crazy donations. They've made their goal for somebody to play Mike Tyson's Punch Out blindfolded. They have like when they're doing Legend of Zelda, Zelda, and I forget what the other game is, but you can actually name they will create the file name. So usually Iwata comes up. He gets that donation gets pretty easy, and then they give away stuff like during the NES block up until Battletoads, which that's coming up if you want to see some crazy shit. Battletoads. So they're giving away, like, if you donate, I think $50, you're automatically entered to win a Nintendo Entertainment System, like in the box, brand new. Box looks pristine. So it's NES, Mario and Duck Hunt, the orange zapper, and 2 controllers. Nice looking box. Anyway. So
Nice.
it's crazy, and it goes on. It's a 24. It goes on 24 hours a day for the next. It ends on Saturday at like 12 o'clock or something like that. So 12.
Okay. See, I thought it was done the day you told me about it.
Oh no!
So,
They do all kinds of different themes. Right now we're in the NES block, so I wanted to watch them do. I think it was Super Mario Brothers 3, but at this point it's probably already done. So, but like. They'll do Battletoads, and they have all kinds of themes. They did a Zelda run. They did a Metroid run yesterday, in which a guy completely broke his Wii. Like the game kept freezing because he was pulling. Because
what was he playing? Twilight Princess or?
no, he's playing Metroid Prime.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he was doing so many glitches, and it just broke the game. And they do all kinds of things like they'll do 100% runs. So if there's a game that you're kind of curious as to how to do that, they'll do 100% runs. Sometimes they do any percent runs, which just means they'll glitch the shit out of the game and call it a day. And I forget what the one game was, but there's a way that you can, like a 40-hour game, you can beat it in 35 seconds because there's a glitch that just automatically you start the game and then you glitch it and all of a sudden the credits roll and you're done.
Okay.
So, and there's been a couple world records set. I know that it's really hard to believe that gaming has world records, but people speed run just a variety of things. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
So, and the speedrunning community is pretty interesting just to see and watch. So, that's taking place, and it will still be going even when this goes up. You'll have a couple extra days just to kind of catch it out. So, anyway, with that, Carrie, take us home for the first time in 2016.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing when I get done with this. I'm going to be putting that Twitch stream back on. I should just subscribe to that channel. Anyway, you can also subscribe to our channel. Send a PayPal donation. No, I'm just kidding.
Please like and subscribe.
Right. Well, we would love it if you would like our YouTube channel and subscribe. And of course, we are on iTunes because we understand that you don't want to look at our faces. You may just want to listen to us while you're at work. I totally get that. But we do have podcasts on iTunes. If there's anything particular you would like us to talk about, you can leave a comment on this post, or you can send me an email at strategyguidereviews@gmail.com. You can follow us at Twitter. Chris is at Starvin. Chris is at Starvin, and I am at Crunchy Chocobo. And the site is at Strategy Reviews. And we ask you keep on reading SGR. Don't know. I don't really know when the first guide is coming this year. I need to get on top of that, but Chris has still got Fallout, and I still got Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I'm never going to finish. And Just Cause 3, which I'm almost done with. So.
Yay.
Stay tuned. We got more fun stuff this year. Stay with us in 2016. We love you guys.
We do. And with that, we are out. Peace. Happy 2016.